and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Investigator Joe Villamonte with the Lincoln Police Union, asking you to vote for Carolyn Bosden for legislator. As a prosecutor, Carolyn Bosden has always supported law enforcement to keep our community safe. Carolyn Bosden has the experience we need. Carolyn Bosden is the only choice for legislator to keep our community safe. Join the law enforcement community in voting to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosden on November 5th.
Paid for by Bosden for Legislature.
Empower a child today with a Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
The Lincoln Stars salute some of our country's bravest workers with First Responders Night, Friday, October 25th. When the Stars host the Tri-City Storm at 7:05 p.m. All policemen, firemen, and paramedics can get $5 tickets to that evening's game. Make sure to stop by our concession stand for a walking taco food special all game long. To get your discounted tickets, please email christian@lincolnstars.com.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's to raise funds for Notes for Notes charity. Focused on providing youth in need free access to instruments, music lessons, and studio resources. Posters drop October 20th with a second design dropping November 3rd. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
Gary Michaels Clothier's 41st anniversary sale is happening now. Our entire new fall inventory of suits, sport coats, sweaters, slacks, outerwear, footwear, all now marked up to 41% off. Don't miss your opportunity to save big on brands like Marcello, Bugatti, Jack Victor, Heritage Gold, Alberto, and Zanella. It's the Gary Michaels 41st anniversary sale going on now through November 2nd. Gary Michaels Clothier's 56th and Pine Lake, right here in Lincoln.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house-smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. I haven't done that in a while, Raff.
You should have waited a while.
Wow. Why, Nick? Why? Why are you in such a bad mood all the time? I never understand this.
Raff, he came out right away, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get
He's
it.
too young to be in a mood this bad all the time, right?
He's like that get off my yard guy.
Yeah.
Get off my yard.
But believe it or not, I'm in a great mood. It's a Friday.
Yes,
it is somewhat nice outside.
It's beautiful.
And here we are. So it was okay. And Matthew Stafford got me 4 touchdowns on my fantasy team last night.
Oh, with our next segment when we talk about NFL, man. Good Lord. Duke for governor. Good morning, man. He goes, can AD say that to Jerry Jones? You're paid to not have a quarterback. Talking about the spillover with Jake.
Whoa,
regarding quarterback.
Are you anti-Dak Prescott?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with Dak, but Duke for governor.
Dak.
But Duke, he's got. There's people that aren't. I respect that. There's people that are not, because let's be honest. He's kind of done some Tony Romo-ish. He's kind of done some Tony Romo-ish type stuff, man. Just
maybe
not that. I mean,
but then can we consider that it might be an organizational issue?
Dude, they are dysfunctional. So
Yeah.
Pete Ferguson, I love you.
Dysfunctional organization, dysfunctional fans,
dysfunctional owner. I mean, Dallas.
Dysfunctional fans. Did you say that about Pete?
Sorry, dysfunctional fan.
And here he is on his way in.
Hey, Dave from Renew says, first thing said is negative. Must have been those extra 5 calories last night, Nick. Hey. And Eric, good morning, Eric. Eric goes, Nick, why are you the way you are?
This is me in a great mood, actually. I would have given Raff a hug if he was in studio this morning.
Seriously?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm buying that.
I would have. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to find out if it's actual facts or not because he's not here. So, Raff, how is Alabama? Did you get a haircut, mister?
No, I just
rolled out of bed
differently.
Okay, yeah, you just rolled out of bed. You must have slept on the left side of your face last night.
No, I slept on the right.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I don't understand this at all, Nick.
I was
be happy like the rest of us.
inferences. I was making an observation.
Do your workouts determine how your mood is in the morning?
No, because no, it does not. I'm in a great mood.
Did you go this morning?
I did not go this morning. I actually have it planned in my day, though. I'm going to go before high school football tonight.
There you go.
So
Dude,
there's a plan.
Think about it, folks. I was having this conversation with a guy at the gym today. Because long story short, I just didn't sleep much last night. I don't know why. But anyway, so I was up at 4 and I did a little bit of work. I was like, you know what? I'll just go lift weights now.
Yeah.
So I went to Bear 5. And the crew sometimes sees me at 5. Those guys and gals usually there. But I'm usually there, after the show. You know, when I go there, there's not a lot of people there. Guy goes, man, he goes, I seen you on social media, but he goes, you go all different times, don't you? I said, yeah. He goes, I wish my schedule would allow me to do that. He goes, but if I didn't do it in the mornings, I wouldn't be able to do it because his shift is too long.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just telling everybody out there, it doesn't matter when you go, if that's something you desire to do, just do it. There's people that work out there. I was there last week. I think it was last week. Right before it closed, there's a guy that comes every night, I think like at 9:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
So who cares? I don't, you do it this time. No, get out of here with that. Just get it done if you choose to get it done. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm excited. So the way the deal that Matt Dow has me on, shout out to Matt Dow, our mutual friend now. I feel bad because I've been texting him a lot and be like, hey, can I have cheese? Can I have, and I can.
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
just,
eat still.
and I no, exactly. And I can, it's just figuring out what I need to substitute it for. Like that's the thing. And that I can't just have, so much fats and not enough like things like that. So it's more of those questions. I haven't really changed my diet. I've just chosen different things
Portions
to eat.
too.
Yeah. Portion control, man. Okay. So I'll be fully transparent here. Went to Olive Garden last night. And I got normally I get the chicken parmigiano, I think is what it's called. The chicken parmesan essentially comes with that side of spaghetti and everything. And I was like, all right, I got to find something a little bit better for myself. So I got shrimp. So I did the shrimp last night. I had one plate of salad. I didn't even finish. And this is how I know the portions have been changing because my stomach is changing because I could not eat. I'm saying like the inside, like the size of my stomach inside is changing.
It does,
because
bro.
I could not finish my meal.
Yep.
I did not have a single breadstick either. And I left that place. I was like, man, I feel great right now.
And you felt
it's fascinating.
Satiated. They call it satiated. You felt satiated. You're like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
I'm comfortable. I don't have to eat all of it.
Yeah.
But I will say when I was in Billings at that restaurant,
you got
Jake's, it was that 14-ounce prime rib. And I had probably like 6 bites left. And I was like, I'm good. I'm like, I looked up what I was paying for it. I'm like, oh, hell no. We eat all this.
We are letting this go in the dumpster.
I'm going to wait for 15 minutes if I have to. Walk around the block. But my black tail is going to eat all this prime rib.
You didn't call Matt Dell?
No. See, AD and I are in completely different spots. AD's got it figured out. He's got it to a T. Plus, I mean, the guy's already in pristine condition anyway, outside of his little forearm muscle that he's got to get worked on by our friends at the Body Lab next week.
Which is going to be a partner with us.
Yeah, you're going to start hearing a lot about the Body Lab. We'll have to get Rachel in here to talk about it because Rachel is awesome and the Body Lab is great. I'm gonna enjoy the cold plunge more than likely in the coming days.
If you've cold plunged, text us and let us know. Nick, are you going to do it?
I am.
Raff, would you be interested when you come back and doing a cold plunge?
The cold plunge. Is that like the polar bear plunge where you jump into Holmes Lake?
Well, it's similar, but it's in a controlled environment.
How many minutes do you sit in it for? Like 2 minutes or?
Yeah. It's a couple of minutes. I think you can technically sit in however long as you want. However, I don't think you want to. I think it's like a 2-3 minute thing. It's supposed to help with recovery more than anything, though.
Yep.
Chubby Rhino says. Chubby Rhino.
There you go.
I live in the country and I can cold plunge in a horse water tank.
That is exactly what you need to do.
Hey, there's people that do it like that, though, man.
Yeah.
There's people that do it like that.
So, no, they got a cool little physical therapy area, chiropractic area. AD is going to the reason we bring it up. AD is dry needling. Is going in for some dry needling next Tuesday with Rachel.
Yes. I went in there and met her yesterday, and she came in. She goes, well, we can do some needles. I'm like, you know what, ma'am? I just say no to drugs. I don't want any needles. Black man coming, he got to be on crack, right?
Yeah.
Gotta answer heroin.
All I'm gonna say, so me and AD were standing in like the main area talking to Rachel, the owner of the Body Lab, over there, 14th and Yankee Hill, and AD was so loud that the people in the offices had to close their door. Yeah, she had to close the door, but you heard it. They I don't know if you noticed this, AD. They like closed it hard enough to where you could hear it, but where it wasn't a slam. So they wanted you to know, hey, we had to close our door because of you, but they weren't like mad about it.
Maybe it's when I mentioned the needles aspect. Yeah. I was like, so y'all be using needles up in here, right?
Yeah, right.
That's how it is up in here.
Here you go, AD. This should make you feel better. Dry needling feels great.
Hey, I appreciate that. Unknown texter 7278 because I do have a little. There's some trepidation there a little bit. I'm just thinking because I've never had that done before. But the pain, like I told you, man, all due seriousness, folks, it's intensified. Like I said, if I'm doing like hammer curls are just not happening right now because that pain, and literally, Nick, it shoots up my arm.
That's crazy.
But if I do regular curls, it's not. I mean, I can still feel on this bad, but hammer, when I turn it around like this, I mean, it shoots from my fingers all the way up to my shoulder. So got to get that fixed and see what's going on.
Yeah. For the people that don't know what dry needling is, it's little acupuncture needles essentially that they put.
How many will there be in there?
I have no idea.
Raff, do you know?
The way that people described it to us was she puts it into the muscle. She pokes them.
Whoa. So how deep is this thing going?
Well, it just puts it into your muscle, and then don't worry, AD. It feels great according to a texter. Then they hook
Rico
up.
over there.
Then they hook up the stem to the needle, and they send little pulses, and it's supposed to make the muscle heal.
Look at Rico over there.
Oh yeah. You'll actually be able to. You'll
going
probably,
all the way in, bro.
You'll probably be able to see the needle come out your other side of your arm.
Well, you know, I'm about to be at an appointment. The way Rico said, I'm about to be incognito.
Exactly right. Yep.
I'm not showing up, man.
See, okay, here we go. How about this? We must have a doctor on the text line. I hope they're a doctor because they say I've dry needled 100 patients.
Okay,
It's
we're not talking about
too bad.
we're not talking about the hood, are we?
right. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying. They either just commit or admitted to committing a crime.
He's a physical therapist.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, I was
Or
saying,
she's a physical therapist.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Or I was going to say,
So,
or
okay.
their actual doctor.
So 4884. Let it Rico. So 4884, you're PT. So let me know when you mention great results. So let me ask you this: how deep is the needle going? Are we talking like a half an inch? Or are we talking like just the surface type?
There you go. Yeah.
So if you can let us know, PT 4884, like what does it do? Yeah, I'm not saying another one. I can't.
just
72,
just the
7278. You know you wrong.
Well, anyway, BJ Arroyo on the YouTube stream says, I'll do the sauna for recovery instead of cold plunge. Well, good news. They have an infrared sauna there as well. So it's a sweet place.
Raff, we got to take you by there because Rachel and her team, when Nick invited me to go check it out yesterday, and I'm glad you texted me because I was leaving the gym. I was like, yes, I'll go there. And it's a nice setup, beautiful setup, actually.
Yeah, really calming.
Very calming.
Yeah.
Very calming. Even where the cold plunge part is that, it's like a studio.
It's like an oasis.
Yeah. And it's
no joke. You got windows right next to you.
I walked in, it was like, oh.
And the way they do it, it's pretty awesome. The way they do it, Raff, is you book out the entire recovery studio.
Yeah.
And so you can book out the entire recovery studio. Let's say you want to be in there for 30 minutes. You're in there for 30 minutes. They got those things. I can't wait to use these where you zip them up your legs and it's the compression.
Oh yeah.
Compression sleeves, you know? And so I can't wait to use those after leg day or something.
You know, they what was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought. But go ahead.
Money G and K as this goes. As long as it doesn't hit a nerve, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. And yeah. And Crowbait, I don't have any tattoos. I'm gonna actually have a few ideas on tattoos.
Oh.
Yes, I got a few ideas on tattoos. But I've never had one. I guess it's similar to that. But I'm like I said, I'm excited to get it done.
Yeah.
Unknown texter 4084 says, 80, just close your eyes and don't look.
They go deep enough to get to the muscle.
Okay, that's kind of scaring a brother a little bit.
Yeah.
Right there.
Are you getting a face tattoo, AD?
You should look like Jelly Roll.
Mike Tyson, maybe?
Or Post Malone.
No, man, I'm not getting the face. It's going to be, I haven't decided. Most likely it's going to be in my arm.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it on my arm somewhere. But folks,
because you worry about it if you get a tattoo early on in your life. You worry about you losing all the muscle and you don't want the tattoo over flab. You don't got that. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, but still, that's something I'm a little hesitant. I was hesitant all my life. I don't know of. I think Raff might be the only dude. Raff might be my only homeboy that I know. Nick, you don't got any either, do you?
No.
But I mean, lifelong friends. Rico, you got any tattoos?
Lifelong. Yeah, Rico's got one.
Okay. Oh, it's a picture of a high chair on there. Little Rico.
Oh, no.
Hey, Rico's sitting there. Hey, Rico's
no.
enjoying his peaches and carrots.
No.
Rico's on a high chair enjoying his peaches and carrots.
Do it, man. Looks like a little black elmo.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no.
Color in that afro.
My name is Rico.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, there it is. What do you know? Go ahead. Let it.
Oh, he's got the pick.
He goes, let me dry needle that. This is dry needles.
Oh, man.
Tattoos are worse than dry needling.
How many of you got tattoos? Text us in if you got a tattoo, just with a yes or no if you got a tattoo.
I'm not against them. I need to find, number one, a place on my body. Number two, I need to find a place on my body. Number two, I got to find something meaningful enough to tattoo on me.
See, that is the thing for me, man. I didn't want to just get something. There's a lot of times in college, man, to where I almost did something stupid.
Well,
first of all, I did a lot. I did a lot of things stupid. But I mean, in regards to tattoo, and I'm glad I did. Now, my fraternity, Iota Phi Theta, my fraternity, in the black fraternities, the brand is huge in the black fraternities. And there's nothing wrong with it, but my mother made me promise her I would never get a brand.
That's right. You told
Remember
us
I told you that story?
Yeah.
She made me promise her I would never get a brand. She says, "You are not cattle."
It's just interesting.
So I was like, "Mom, I promise you, God rest her soul, I promised her I would not get one. And so I won't."
And I hear this a lot, that tattoos are addicting.
Yeah.
I hear this a lot.
Heard that too.
Crowbait said it. Brian says, yes, I have 3. It's addicting. Twizzlers has his whole arm done. Elbow sucks, they said. 7278
Matt's
says,
got a full sleeve.
Yeah, Matt or 7278 says, yes, I have 3. They don't hurt. How about that? I don't know. I just need to know, like, what's.
Well, when I was in college, I wanted to get 2 tattoos. One of them would have been a big failure. The other one would have been okay. The first one was I wanted the Goldberg, like, barbed wire tattoo around my bicep, which that would have been.
You know what,
dude? I don't think that's bad, though, Raff. You don't
see many of them now. Big
no, you do. They used to be so cool.
Back in our day,
they used to be so cool growing up. I wanted that as well. Raff, go ahead.
And then the second tattoo was the John Elway back plate, and that still would have been great.
Raff, I would rather you tattooed your face than get a pro football player's name on your body.
What you should have done is you should have.
I wanted the whole face.
That's no.
You wanted John Elway's face on your body?
Yeah, with like his Broncos helmet on, and it would have been awesome.
Raff, no, what you should have done is when you're shirtless, make your back look like the back of John Elway's jersey. It was just colored in orange.
Do not give Raff
It was just colored in orange, and it looked like you were always wearing a John Elway jersey. Because then when you get to meet him, for the 5th time that you can actually talk to him,
he will be going to jail.
No, you'll take off your shirt and say, "Can you sign my jersey?"
Oh my God. And then I could get his autograph.
Can you sign my jersey?
His autograph tattooed onto the jersey.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be like, "Where's
beyond creepy.
Where's the jersey, kid? Oh, it's me. I'm
That's
the
beyond
jersey."
creepy, bro.
Rico. There you go. Well, you're on. Hold on. He comes in, doesn't prepare. Doesn't prepare.
I didn't want to talk over Raff. No, that's a great idea, because then he signs the jersey, and then you know what you do is you go and you get the signature tattooed on the jersey.
Crowbait, just a picture. Crowbait, that is dope, man.
Whoa.
Wow, that looks like that took. Did you see Crowbait's
really
on there?
Idea.
Oh no,
let's see Crowbait's.
Crowbait, that is sweet. But that would
see, but I don't look like that.
Yeah.
I don't look. I don't have those.
Crowbait
like
is cut up too.
Damn, Crowbait.
Yeah,
I'm gonna still make fun of you, but damn.
What sports bar are you in?
Hey, I'm gonna still make fun of you, but damn.
The real question is, what sports bar is that?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I frequently go to sports bars.
I didn't know Crowbait was built like that.
I didn't either. Crobait's a big boy.
Tattoos are addicting. I just have the one, but I'm planning on getting another one.
Which one do you want to get?
With my sisters, we're gonna get our. It's like a sibling tattoo. I think I'm gonna get it on my wrist. It's just like our birth years.
I like
all of us.
That's a good idea right there.
So we'll have all of our each one of us our birth year on each other's wrist, and then the one that is like your birth year, you'll get that in red or something. So
my son Keenan gave himself
that's actually
one.
Kind of cool.
Raff, you remember Raff when my son Keenan gave himself one? My wife was pissed when he was in the fraternity. He may have been. They may have been having some fun, if you know what I mean. And he all of a sudden he had a tattoo. He gave himself a tattoo. I'm not going that route.
Stick and poke.
I have no idea, but he's got a tattoo. He's got a few of them, actually.
Behind. Actually, Brian behind.
He's got one of me. No, yeah, he did one of them for me when I was going through a very rough time. It's a feather that's got. It's a deeper story, but it's pretty cool, man. Unknown Texter 2049 from Texas says, yes, if you can find an artist that uses lidocaine in the black ink, it doesn't hurt much at all. I thought I had to get my glasses. I was like, use cocaine. I was like, hey.
We just talking about trying needles.
Hey. If you find an artist that uses cocaine in black, it doesn't hurt much at all.
No needles. I mean, here's what I would say.
Well, they said they were addictive.
They are addictive. They are. So whoever said that they don't hurt is a liar. It depends on where you get it. There are spots on your body that hurt a lot less than others. I have been told my cousin has one on her foot to never get a tattoo on your foot.
Yeah, the top of the foot. Because
it's just it's just like a lot of bones
and I heard inside
a lot of nerves and all that.
Rico, also inside your arm.
Yeah,
on the inside of
I got mine on my wrist area, and that didn't really hurt. There was one spot where he got closer to my wrist.
How long did it take it? You get that one?
It was a couple minutes. It's just a couple
How long did it hurt
lines.
after you got it done?
No, it didn't hurt after.
Well,
Then you just gotta lotion it up, make sure it doesn't get dry.
Double G's got a point here. I need to do this. He goes, learn the history of tattoos. It might make you reflect on getting a tattoo.
No.
So really? Raff,
No.
what are you laughing at, Nick?
I don't care. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to Nick. Don't pay attention to Nick.
I'm
sure the text line caught it. I'm sure the text line caught it.
We're double G.
No, not you. Not
Oh,
you.
no.
It
No.
was Rico.
Oh, Rico said something.
Pause. I don't think it was that big of a pause moment.
100% of a pause moment.
I don't think it was.
Once again, it goes back to if somebody just turned on our radio station and said and heard what you said, you'd be like, what are they talking about?
Where are we going with that?
Where are we going with
Okay,
this?
you know what? Yeah.
This is 93
Little
cents
bit.
Ticket After Dark.
Okay,
Yeah, no, that's
Brian
fine.
H. Yeah.
No, the history of tattoos. I'm gonna
Do you know
I'm
it?
gonna still get it. I don't know the history of tattoos, but I'm still gonna get it.
See, here's the thing. Here's why
I do know that in Japan that it used to be real big that you couldn't get tattoos because it was the Yakuza. So like there used to be a thing where if you were visiting and you had tattoos, you couldn't go to certain areas because it was very frowned upon for people to have tattoos. So they would, you would have to cover them up. And I think it's still that way for like certain bathhouses. If you go to Japan, they're like, no, you can't have tattoos. So
See, the reason I'll say this before we go to break. The reason why my mom didn't want me to get a brand like branded, because in slavery, slaves were branded to know who owned you. She goes, no one owns you anymore. She goes, you better not get a brand. She goes, will you promise me that? I said, Mama, I promise you will not get a brand. She goes, we didn't come this far for you to go back and get brand. And I'm not docketing my frat brothers to get brands and things like that, because I was going to get one.
Yeah.
Still would like one, but my mom said, I'm going to honor my mom. The tattoo, the first one I'm going to get, if I get it, and it's a scripture passage, Micah 7:8. It says, do not gloat over me, my enemies, for though I fall, I will rise again. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light. So I'm probably just going to get, though I fall, though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light. So I'm thinking about getting that somewhere.
Arm?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
my arm. I would do arm. I don't want to do chest or anything like that. I'm going to
I'm gonna give you some
when I
ideas.
wear suits and stuff, give me some ideas.
I'll give you some ideas.
I don't want it to where I can't cover it up.
Yeah.
When I'm speaking, you know what I mean? And the world has changed quite a bit. I see a lot of speakers with tats and things like that. That's their shtick. That's not mine.
Get a couple.
Not on the small of your back, AD.
What's that?
Don't get it on the small of your back.
The small of your back.
Yeah.
Right above your booty.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a big
Don't
old
get
shit
it there.
back there, so they wouldn't see it anyway. It gets dark back there anyway.
Well, I'm surprised Raff
Sun's
didn't
not
get
shining.
that. Surprised Raff didn't get the Elway nameplate right above there.
How do you know it's not already there?
Touche.
Good point. Good point.
Oh, you guys, we'll be back. There was a debacle a guy got his face tattooed last night as far as that goes in the NFL game, the Vikings and the Rams. We got a lot of Husker talk to talk to you about as well. Husker keys to Husker victory. And then we'll talk about the top 25 games that are going on this weekend, because there's a lot. One starts tonight actually as well. Not top 25, but intriguing, I would say. It's The Drive. It's Friday. And Eric, I'm not going to say the rest of it. You know what I'm talking about, just to honor you.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Herch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
The Lincoln Stars salute some of our country's bravest workers with First Responders Night, Friday, October 25th, when the Stars host the Tri-City Storm at 7:05 p.m. All policemen, firemen, and paramedics can get $5 tickets to that evening's game. Make sure to stop by our concession stand for a walking taco food special all game long. To get your discounted tickets, please email christian@lincolnstars.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
My husband has always been the one we depend on. He's a great dad, loves the outdoors, but lately he hasn't been himself. He tried to hide it, but I can tell he's struggling with his mental health. I called the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
988 calls and texts are free and confidential with skilled caring support 24/7. No judgment, just help.
988 saved my husband's life.
Paid for by the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back, and I'm looking at some of the text line. You guys, I'm getting both like, man, okay, Big Daddy Travis comes up here. Good morning to you, first of all, my brother. Nick, while this is pulling up on my text
Big
line.
Daddy Travis just said, just get the tattoo. It makes you 50% more badass.
Yeah, as when the words go, yeah. Byron the Hog Farmer says, "80, here's my diss. Thug Life, Tupac, and 50 Cent on the back."
But just get the coin and just put 50 Cent.
Yeah. Too ripped to quit. I know. He goes, "Don't get a tattoo, AD. Your mom is right."
This is a pretty polarizing topic. There's a lot of opinions.
A lot of pros and cons of it.
Yeah.
Because it ain't like you. I mean, I know you can get it removed, but it is very painful from what I heard, and it's not cheap. So to me, that's why I waited. Heck, I'm 50 years old. I've not had one yet. And then the other part of me, the flip side of me, to Too Rip to Quit's point, it's like, if I've made it 50 years without one, so why do you need one now?
Yeah, are you going to need to make it another 50 years?
Yeah, well, most likely not.
Oh, okay. Well, not with that mentality. Not with that mentality, you're not.
Hey, well, speaking of that, there was the oldest lady in America that just passed away earlier this week. She was 114 years old.
Yeah, and at 50 years old, do you think
115?
At 50 years old, she didn't think, "Oh, I'm going to make it to 115."
You know what? Here's what was so cool about what she said. There was another lady that was running marathons. I'm sorry, not marathons, but sprint. She was a sprinter. I think, Raff, she was 109 or 103.
Wow.
She passed away this week, and she was running up until she was like 100 and something years old. But the lady that was 115 says, "I just had a desire to live." And that is powerful. And Raff, we're totally flipping the subject here. And Raff, I think you know where I'm going. If you know what I'm talking, did you see that message I sent you on Facebook, Raff? Messenger?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to save that?
Sure.
You want me to save it for later for the RGT perhaps?
Oh, no, you can say it.
Let's save it. Let's keep the mood going the way we got right now. Yeah.
Let's watch a little, or talk a little Husker.
Did you see? Oh, can I tell you about the funny meme about the lady that passed away that was 115?
Is it funny?
Oh, yeah, very funny.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is interesting.
She was alive for 115 years and never saw Iowa win a national championship.
Oh, that is funny.
Wow.
That's brutal. Just think 1909?
Yep.
That's bonkers, man. That's crazy.
Ron, you're exactly right. And that's exactly what my mom and Raff and Nick, you guys know, man, I'm a reading freak. You see my library at the house. I just love reading books, and a lot of history books where I came from culture-wise. And that was a huge one. And Too Rip to Quit, exactly. Leviticus 19:23. So there's a lot of things I just got on my head to work with. But Aaron, you're right. That was the way that we're identified, was by the brand that you had on you, who you belong to. You're like cattle. That's my mom. Yeah. She made me promise her. My dad didn't say much at all, but my mom she was adamant. "Baby boy, promise me you won't." So I'm going to honor that promise. And maybe not even get a tattoo. We'll see what happens. But I tell you what, Sam Darnold got his face tattooed last night. Raff, and I said this on Twitter last night. If I was a Vikings fan, I would be absolutely furious to lose. And granted, Raff, Nick, here's the deal. Byron Young, the guy who did the face mask, was obviously there. I'm not saying the Vikings go down and win. Yeah, but you take away the opportunity for them to do so as far as that goes. The Rams ended up beating the Vikings last night 30-20. They had Cooper Kupp was back, and Cool was back. And it shows you, though, too, and Jake brought up a good point on the spillover. It's too early to really count anybody out because injuries has plagued a lot of people right now, man. A lot of teams. You look at like New Orleans, like we talked about. New Orleans had, I don't know who knows how many they had this week. They had 17 guys that were on there that weren't playing. And it's pervasive throughout the NFL. But I think to have the Rams were a different team with Cooper Kupp and Cooper Kupp was back.
Well, and the Broncos probably don't win if the Saints are without 17 people. So, but for the that's just analysis. That's the hard-hitting analysis that people tune into the ticket for. Anyway,
I don't know. Did Raff freeze up there?
No.
I don't think Raff even caught what you said. He was looking at his phone.
He was looking.
No, I heard it. I was.
What did he say, Raff?
I'm gonna be the nice guy. I'm gonna be above Nick, and I'm not gonna make any comments. I'm just gonna smile. Yes,
the way Nick said it was so smooth, though. It came out so fluid. I'm thinking like, this dude just said that. But you know what? Who knows, though? You just don't know.
You don't know. That's why you play the game.
You got to play the game and find out.
Well, the thing that upsets me the most about that play last night, the face mask, is you have all these ticky-tack calls where a guy's hand grazes the helmet, and they're like, unsportsmanlike conduct, roughing the passer. And then last night you have something so blatant like that, and they're like, oh, well, no one saw it. I'm like, that surprises me because it seems like they see every other ticky-tack call. But I'm not saying they were going to win, like you said, but it's still, you're taking that chance for them to win out of their hands.
Yeah. Nick and Raff, I'm going to ask you this. If you're O'Connell, Kevin O'Connell, Coach O'Connell, he's the coach for Minnesota Vikings, the head coach. And I like him, man. I like both of those coaches. I like the Rams coach,
Sean McVay.
McVay, and he's what, 34? 38 now.
Yeah.
And O'Connell's not that much. He's younger.
I think 42.
42.
From the McVay coaching tree.
Would you guys have taken a fine in the presser after that game if you were the coach?
Go ahead, Raff.
Yes, I would have.
I wonder
just for the fact that just standing up for your players and your team, I think you've got to take the fine just for that aspect of it. But like I said, no one's saying that they would have went and won the game. I mean, you realize they had to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion. It's just the fact that it's just taken out of your hands. I mean, it kind of goes back to that Kansas State-Nebraska game years ago.
Yeah, bro.
It's like no one's saying Nebraska would have won that game, but you took the opportunity right out of Nebraska's hands. And Crouch he's still probably going to the neck adjustment place trying to get that thing corrected because, I mean, it got twisted.
Nick, would you say something after that game?
I don't know. I always wonder, and I've never been able to talk close enough to an NFL coach to ask him of like, how much does oh, is that funny? No, I'm kidding. OG CJ, that's brutal, man.
This golf Jake.
That's brutal.
I'll read it after you finish.
Yeah, so no, but what I was gonna say is I never got a chance to ask.
Sorry.
It's okay.
This golf Jake is a mess.
That's true. This dog.
That's true. Go ahead.
I never got the chance to ask like how much that is in the front of their minds. These guys are making millions and millions of dollars, and I think the fine is $10,000 to talk bad about the refs. Number one, I wonder if the coach actually pays that, or if the organization picks that tab up for something like this. Or at that point, like once again, like Raff said, it doesn't really matter because you're standing up for your team and your players. I feel like I just truly wonder how much of that is actually in the front of their mind of like, okay, I'm going to go in here and I can't say anything because I'm getting fined by the refs, or I'd be getting fined. I don't know. I'm genuinely curious how much of that, if they truly care about the fines. Because
I give O'Connell credit though; he kept his composure as well as he did because. When they show that on the instant replay board, I would have lost my mind.
Right.
Oh,
well, because
it was bad,
like my thing is every time, and maybe this is something fans don't know, every time that the players score a touchdown and chuck a ball into the stands, they get fined.
Yeah.
And so it's like they don't care. No. So I can't imagine that coaches who are making somewhat similar money is, and not to the extent maybe as the $100 million and stuff like that, but to some certain extent, $10,000 is like a buck for you and I when you're getting paid those types of money.
You guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, Raff and Nick. And Raff knows me better than you do, Nick. And Raff knows, and a lot of people don't know what Raff knows. And
you have a temper.
It's something I got to pray about literally a lot because my temper don't let that motivational, inspirational attitude stuff. No, I read a lot. He's a fraud.
He's a fraud. You're like the Santa Claus off of Elf. You smell like beef and cheese. You smell like beef and cheese. You're a fraud.
What does he say? He goes, what does he say? You're a fraud. You're like beef and cheese. You should be ashamed of yourself or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude,
I sit on a throne of lies. That's all I could think about.
I seriously would have went scorched earth. If I didn't get kicked off the sideline, I would to see one of my guys, my team, to say, okay, we're gonna, because that game was going back and forth. Okay, to see a penalty that was so obvious, so egregious, so apparent. You got a billion, and I think the NFL needs to change that rule. I think every questionable call needs to be called under 2 minutes in the game. I think every call, because there's so much on the line.
Yeah,
there is so much on the line. Why wouldn't you do that?
We saw what that did, though, with pass interference calls, though. It really extended the game
for
no reason at all.
Well, if the game would have been in Texas, they could have just thrown other beer bottles on the field and they would have had a chance to talk about it.
Wow. Dude, I'm serious, you guys. I would have lost it, man. I give him a lot of credit for holding his composure like that, because those refs, I would have been like Bo Pelini after Texas.
Yeah.
I would have chewed them out all the way to the locker room, through the tunnel. I would have followed. I'm serious. I would have needed security.
Yeah.
Because I would have lost it. And I would have done it for my team, for my players, because to have a call miss that bad, and the ref was standing right there, and even the player, Byron, he went like this. He puts both of his hands on his helmet because he knew it was bad.
Yeah.
But, and then I got to read this before we go to break. Disc Golf Jake says this. He said, oh, man, Rick Neat, because mine is still pulling up here. He's trying to come up. Disc Golf Jake, come on, man. He goes, if that would have been Mahomes that got that face mask, the NFL would have demanded flags at a half mast today.
Yeah.
True. 100% true.
Hey, first of all, the guy that did it would have been in jail for an assault.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That guy would have got cuffed and stuffed from the field by the command of Roger Goodell. Would have had him out of there. Yeah, get him out. Take him to jail right now.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, folks, the Vikings drop a second game in 5 days, basically 4 days.
The curse of the Detroit Lions, let me tell you.
It might be, Nick. You never know.
I hate to say it.
It could be.
I hate to say it.
Could
You don't
be.
want to lose to the Detroit Lions.
Campbell just running through cats, man.
What
Beating them down.
What can you say? What can you say? Also, the resurgence of Matt Stafford.
He's balling.
4 touchdowns.
He's balling. Stafford had a heck of a game last night. Real quick, Stafford finished up with 25 for 34, 279 yards, 4 TDs, only 1 pick.
Yep.
Darnold did
32 fantasy points for those.
Darnold did pretty dang good last night as well. 18 for 25, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. And running back Aaron Jones, 19 for 58 for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson got his 115 yards receiving in a losing cause. So, again, Minnesota's on a 2-game
How about
slide.
Puka?
Oh, man.
He wasn't even supposed to play for like another week or two.
Yeah, he wasn't even supposed to play, and he had an outstanding game last night. Let me see his real fast. He had, let's see here, pull this up real quick. He ended up with 106 yards, 7 catches for 106, and Cooper Kupp had some big ones, 5 catches for 51 yards. Robinson filled in for 2 for 35. So great game last night. It sucked it had to end like that, but nevertheless, next week they better start thinking ahead, have a short memory. Folks, we're going to take a short break. We have the history segment coming up before we dive into all things Husker football. It's The Drive. It's Friday, 937 Ticket.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's to raise funds for Notes for Notes charity. Focused on providing youth in need free access to instruments, music lessons, and studio resources. Posters drop October 20th with a second design dropping November 3rd. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last. This October, the Bonsall Spooktacular 10 event is back with spooktacular savings all month long. Stop by anytime in October to discover incredible deals, including hot tubs as low as $5,995. That's up to 20% off MSRP. Plus, enjoy 10% off infrared and traditional saunas. Don't miss out on these hauntingly good offers. Visit Bonsall Pool and Spa today. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better at 33rd and Pioneers.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze out of the north and a high around 65. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds, below around 36. And tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day, with an afternoon high around 64. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puck from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get a tattoo. Get a tattoo, maybe not. Get a tattoo, maybe not. Go, 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 go. Folks, it is Friday here at The Drive. Come on down to the mill. 1040 O Street. Meetings, read a book, or just chill for a little bit and have some coffee and some of the other specialty drinks they have. They also have Beatrice Bakery goods that are there in the freezers as well. Rafferty, what's the weather like there in Huntsville, Alabama, brother?
Super nice. Probably ranging up around probably the low 80s again today.
You got a busy week?
Yeah, very busy today. Very busy.
you know.
Just looking at his face in the monitor, it's just very busy. We're very busy. Big fella, what you got today, man?
Well, I got to work some, and then I got to go to a high school football game.
Okay, so what are you doing for the 12 hours in between?
I gotta take Lolo for a walk.
Okay.
Oh my
take
gosh,
Lolo for a walk.
Hell of a day. Hell of a day.
Might enjoy a little cigar out on the deck. You know, it's what I do.
If you have time.
If I have time, yeah.
If the schedule allows.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. I'm hoping I'll get a little bit of time for that.
You might have to cut out the walk.
Possibly.
You may have to cut
Then
out-
Lolo would be mad at me, and I don't want Lolo mad at me.
Okay.
Raff, how old is Lolo, man?
5 years old.
5 years old. I love it. I love it. I love it.
She's
Raff,
listening right now, I believe.
She is?
Yep.
Raff,
Hi,
you go
Lolo.
first, man. You go first, brother.
Oh, I got to go first? Okay, one second here. I got to pull it back up again so I say
Okay.
it right. Today, in 1884, the first World Championship Baseball Series was held at the Polo Grounds in New York City. The
Nice.
Providence Grays beat the New York Mets 12-2 in 6 innings for a 3-game sweep. The game was abandoned due to bitter cold.
Wow. Even in
Really?
1888, the Mets were losing.
Yeah. Sorry, Adrian. Hope he's not listening. Hey, you guys, I got a trivia question for you guys. Not a trivia question, but just a question for y'all. Do you know why the Dodgers are called the Dodgers?
I do not know why.
They so you remember guys,
I was
guys,
saying
I
that
had-
call
I
was
have-
long as hell.
I have to get my thoughts together.
What if Raff just went like this? Great, I don't know either.
It would have been like, I would be like, I don't know. I was really hoping you guys would know because you could have said anything and it would have been, yeah, you're right.
I don't know either.
Okay. The Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are called the Dodgers because, if you remember, they were once the Brooklyn Dodgers.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And they used to have to dodge trolley cars. So they were the Dodgers.
Are you serious? You just make that up, bro?
For real.
That's crazy, man. Wow. Wow.
Here's
wow.
a trivia question for you guys involving the Dodgers. Where is their AAA team located? A lot. If I'm not mistaken, it is the farthest.
Texas, isn't it?
It's the farthest distance between a AAA affiliate.
It's in Tennessee.
And hold on. So it's the farthest distance between a AAA affiliate and their major league affiliate.
Is it in Tennessee?
No.
Somewhere in the south, though. isn't it?
No.
It's not?
Somewhat, I guess.
Oh, I do know this.
Texas.
Close.
Oh.
Oklahoma. They're the Oklahoma City Dodgers.
Because you mentioned this before.
Yep. They are the AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Farthest distance, if I'm not mistaken, between a AAA ball club and the. Can you imagine how? I mean, those are some flights that you gotta catch. I mean,
Why don't a lot of the minor league teams change their names?
well, because
They just get new ownership.
I was to say a lot of it. It's a very fluid deal with ownership and stuff. And so. And plus, they got to figure out a way to draw fans and doing stuff like the trash pandas or the flying squirrels or like those will attract.
Wasn't it used to be the Oklahoma City 89ers, I believe?
I believe so. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, and there still might be some, because I mean, gosh, you got to think about all the affiliates through single A, double A, and triple A. I mean, there's so many affiliates, and so they got to find ways to kind of stick out. So I don't know. I'm excited. So obviously the Storm Chasers changed ownership a couple of weeks ago. And so there's going to be some changes, I think, coming to Warner Park and to potentially some things around the Storm Chasers as well. But nonetheless, anyway.
Well, here's one that is really hard to read because it brings back mad memories, Raff.
Oh, good.
Yeah, bad memories.
Last week, 1 week ago. Oh, no.
Raff left.
And I met this guy in 2009, thwarted by a bewildering number of turnovers. We lost to Iowa State 9-7.
Oh, that was at home.
Remember that game, Rafferty?
Oh, yeah.
9-7. We lost that game, and I think there were was it 7? No, 8 turnovers in that game.
Yeah,
8 turnovers in that game, and that game right there stood because it seemed like we always had the boogaboos, but not always. But if someone was going to trip us up, it seemed like just someone like Iowa State because they did the same thing in 1992. But remember, Raff, I met their former head coach, man, when I was speaking in. Remember that when I was speaking in
down south, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was in Pensacola. I was in Pensacola. No, it was Gulf Shores. Raff. Remember, it was Gulf Shores.
Yep.
So I flew into Pensacola and drove over to Gulf Shores. But their former head coach, Dad Gummit, what is his name? I even sent you guys a picture with me and him.
I know, and Cass would know it.
Iowa State?
Yeah, it starts with I think it starts with a D.
I'll know it right when I hear it.
2009 head coach at Iowa State. Text line, let us know. Nick, you're looking it up too. I appreciate it. I met him when I was speaking, and he came up.
Paul Rhodes.
Paul Rhodes, exactly. Paul Rhodes.
Oh, who was there the year before Paul Rhodes for 2 years? I did not know this.
For 2 years.
A national championship coach?
Oh, yeah, from Auburn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gene Chizik.
Gene Chizik. Yeah, Gene Chizik was
Did
there for
not
2
know
years.
that he was there from 07 to 08.
Yep, Gene was there for a while. He's still he's Paul Rhodes still. He rides his bike to school. He made enough money.
Yeah.
And he's coaching high school football and teaches a little bit on the side. And he goes, man, I said, you ever moving back up north? He goes, nah, man. He goes, I love it down here, man. The weather's nice. He goes, besides the hurricanes, etc. But 2009, I'll never forget that. We had all those. You know what Paul Rhodes, and Husker fans would tell you this, although we get pissed off on our fans and I pissed off on our players, which we should. If you aren't passionate, you're not. Paul Rhodes tells me this. He goes, we had just beat you in 2009. He goes, in a pretty dang good team.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, your fans still cheered for us as we went through the locker room. He goes, wow. I was coaching football for a lot of years. He goes, I've never experienced anything like I have in Nebraska ever, especially the way we lost. He goes, we didn't expect that. He goes, I knew that you guys were classy fans. But Sarah, he goes, after your team played just absolutely abysmal, in a team that he goes, Aaron, I've been coaching a long time. There's no way we should have beat you guys. But when you turn the ball over that many times, it's going to happen. He goes, to this day, he goes, I share with people every time about the classiest fans. And a few don't make the whole thing bad, like any fan base. He goes, the classiest fans I've ever been in front of my life.
That's really cool. That's actually really cool to hear.
Yeah.
How about this one before we go to break, guys? This little piece of history. On this day in 2014, Nebraska defeated Rutgers 42-24 to improve to 7-1 on their season in 2014. That on that day, Nebraska, to this point, that was the last time that a running back rushed for over 200 yards in a single game.
Wow.
Amir Abdullah ran for 225 yards that day against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, and Nebraska has not had a 200-yard rusher
since what year?
2014.
10 years of a school that once was the blueprint for rushing the football.
But hey, don't worry. No, I'm not going to say.
Hey guys, on this day 7 years ago, me and Jay Foreman became Facebook friends.
You and Jay.
What about the day when it? No, never mind. I'm not going to say it. I did.
I'm proud of you, homie.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Proud
It took a
you
minute.
Were showing
Sarah better go to break because I'm starting to shake. I'm starting to shake.
I think when you sit so close to AD, his positive vibes make you nice.
No, I'm
AD's positive vibes. I just told you I was going to get arrested for cussing the ref out.
Yeah. I can't help myself. What did I say?
Folks, we come back. We got Raff in H-Town, Huntsville, Alabama. We got me, Nick, and Sarah here in the studio. We're right back to talk Husker sports. It's The Drive.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
You have a big investment in your farming operation. Let Landmark Implement help you get the most out of your equipment by investing in pre-season service inspections. Let our John Deere trained and certified technicians provide you with a complete list of repairs that will help your equipment perform better and deliver maximum performance. At Landmark, buy 3 equipment service inspections and get the 4th free. Contact your local Landmark service manager for details and experience the Landmark difference.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith. Innovation has a name. Call John Henry's at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East Sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Friday. In about 24 hours from now, give or take, 26 hours from now, Nebraska will take on the Ohio State. You can't say Ohio State either. You got to say the. They get offended when I was in Columbus.
No, you don't say that.
Oh, here we go.
You don't say that. We don't say that here. You don't say that. You're not a Buckeye. What's wrong with you, AD?
There he is. Ahman Green.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You are not a Buckeye. They wear the wrong color red. We don't even have silver in our uniforms. Why are you talking about? I'm not even gonna say it. I had so many teammates in college. I played with Kenny Peterson, Tony Fisher. I was like, nah, but y'all put this THC in front of it.
You said, no, we don't.
No, we don't.
Little bro, you finished. I said when I was in Columbus.
No, stop it. See,
I said Ohio State. They said no. You have to say the Ohio State.
And I'll be like, so what? I'll say how I want to say it. I'm a Husker.
I said, so why do I have to say the Ohio State? They was like, that's how we say it.
No,
I just said, whatever.
Okay.
But I was somewhat nice because they had to pay me part of my check. So I was like, all right.
Hey, they better pay me my money. I don't care how you say you're college. I didn't go there. I'm not a Buckeye.
Yeah, they were adamant. I was just laughing. They're like, why are you laughing? We're out there. Like, why are you laughing? I'm like, because to me, I just say OSU or O State.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Or ugly mascot.
I don't go there, but I'll say just Ohio State. But yeah, Tony Fisher, even though he went to Notre Dame, he was from Ohio. He's from Euclid, Ohio. And he would say that all the time. I'm like, bro, you're not even a Buckeye. He said, no, that's just how we say it in the state. I'm like, see, it don't work that way for me.
Chubby Rhino said AG +1, AD -1.
No, I didn't come in full context, so I just heard that. I'm like, wait a minute, this is game week. Like I remember going to Green Bay my first year, and when it was Bear Week, Viking Week, or Detroit Week, you had to get locked in from day one. So that means you got friends. Like Mike Brown was a Bear. It's like, okay, he is now the enemy. He was my college teammate, but he is now the enemy. Got to run through his chest when I get the opportunity. He gonna know it.
Here's the thing that blows me away about Ohio State, though, man. AG, Raff, Nick, and Sarah, is that, and to the listeners, granted, now they do have the 969 wins that we talked about yesterday.
Yeah,
but I just always look at Ohio State similar to like Notre Dame, very uppity. I just always see that they just seem uppity to me.
Don't talk about Notre Dame.
Nick looked at me like,
I can say Notre Dame. Yeah, I agree with the Notre Dame. I don't know about Ohio State. Maybe
in Columbus though. AJ, you were just there 6 months ago in Columbus?
Yeah, and they were nice.
Yeah, they just seem a little uppity to me. The people that I was with, it was a banking crew, and the guy, he was flipping me a lot of stuff. We were flipping each other back and forth. And he
probably was running your mouth anyway, AD.
Well, you know what? I was a little pissed off because I have my national championship ring up there, and I was talking. He goes, "We got a few of those too." And I said, "Well, you can't beat Michigan." Then that shut everything down.
Yeah, that's what you do.
This year,
hey, you gotta be ready for a fight, though. You say that though. You gotta be ready for a fight.
I might put my life savings on Ohio State to beat Michigan.
AG, I said it in front of the whole audience. There's probably an audience of 600 bankers.
That's what I say. You got to be ready for a fight.
And I showed a picture of my championship ring, and they said 9-1 or 8, whatever it was at the time, the record. And I started laughing. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "When's the last time y'all beat Michigan?" Dude, they about pulled me off stage. They were so pissed off, man.
Hey, that's what I mean, that's how fans are, right? I've been in the same conversation with Badger fans, and when I pulled off the fact we had 5 national titles, and that we don't classify the Rose Bowl as the game, like the Rose Bowl is just another bowl if it's not the national title game. So that's what is that all that? And they just all these Badger fans, I'll just shut them down. I'm like, yeah, see, don't be starting.
Oh, Wisconsin's pretty bad up there.
Don't be doing this.
Yeah,
you don't have no street credit. But Ohio State does, though. Ohio State does have street credit. Right? They got first rounders. They got national titles. They got Heisman Trophy winners recently, too. So,
and to me, that's why I have a major problem with Iowa. Some of their fans, they act like they're the creme de la creme of the Big Ten. I'm like,
and see, this is the fans' dilemma. I'm gonna write a book on this, man. I'm gonna write a book of this because I've been with Husker fans. I've been with Packer fans, which I love y'all. I say, but for all the other teams too, including our fans, including those Packer fans, I got the colors on. I'm a ride or die with them. But it's a dilemma. You get so emotional. Like preseason, we win in the Super Bowl. Are we going to win a national title? I'm like, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
I will say,
we still got to play these games. We still got to play. Like last night, y'all already talked about it.
Oh,
you had 5-2 Minnesota go to what was the Rams record?
2-4.
2-4. What happened?
The Rams beat them like Foghorn Leghorn.
Rams won. So that's why you play the games.
It's funny, AD, you mentioned the Iowa fans. So actually last week in the airport, I was standing waiting for my checked bag, and somebody comes up to me, and
what was Iowa got his brass talk about? That's all I want.
Well, no, exactly. So here, you'll actually appreciate this. It was a former Iowa volleyball player. So on the back of my backpack, I have like the media badge of football and then volleyball. And so she comes up. Her name's Alyssa Klosterman. She used to play for Iowa volleyball. Now she works for Fox Sports and Big Noon Kickoff. So she came up to me. She goes, "Oh, is Nebraska volleyball in town this week?" And I said, "No." I said, because my badge was just flipped on Nebraska volleyball. And I said, "No." I said, "We're here for the football." And she's like, "Oh, good." She goes, "I had nightmares playing against Nebraska volleyball all 4 years of my career." And I said, "Hey, at least you understand. At least you know." She's like, "Yeah, we never came close to beating them." And I said, "Well, at least you're actually like admitting it." And I said, "That's actually a good thing. Is you're not sitting here telling me lies." Because I said I would have known the truth also that Nebraska's never lost to Iowa in volleyball either. Never even really come close.
Well, folks, on this next segment, everyone's heard about testosterone replacement therapy, but how do you know who to trust? Ageless Men's Health is the nation's leader in testosterone and weight loss. No upselling, no necessary supplements, just real solutions. With a team of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, they look at your whole health and create a playbook you'll understand. They use the best products, including HCG, to keep your body safe and protect your fertility. This is the best team in the game, and they're ready to earn your trust. Google Ageless Men's Health Lincoln and check out their 175 plus 5-star reviews. Fellas, we got Ohio State tomorrow. They're at the Big Shoehorn, 11 o'clock a.m. kickoff. We talked about their offensive prowess yesterday. And just to kind of recap, folks, of course, you know that Ryan Day's 7th season right there. Their rushing attack is led by Quinshawn Judkins, Terry Von Henderson, and, of course, Will Howard, the former K-State quarterback that's now at the helm there as far as Ohio State quarterback. The receiving corps, as we all know, is elite. The freshman sensation, Jeremiah Smith, Amika Buka's there, Carnell Tate, can't forget about him, nor Quinshawn Judkins. Those guys are all game breakers. We know all those things. Defensively, though, Sonny Styles is a menace, as well as Latham Ransom is a menace as well. You guys, you look at where they rank at nationally. We know these things already, but statistically, where they're at rushing offense, they are 2nd in the Big Ten, 20th in the nation. Passing offense, they're 5th in the Big Ten, 18th in the nation. Total offense, they're 2nd in the Big Ten, 6th in the nation. So it is with scoring offense, 2 and 6. Their rushing defense is nothing to bash out because they're just legit. They're 2nd and 6th as well. Total defense, though, you guys, number 1 in the Big Ten, 2nd in the nation. Scoring defense, number 1 in the Big Ten, 3rd in the nation. Fellas, let me ask you this. I'm gonna start with you, AG, being fresh in here, bro. What does Nebraska, and this is, I know we sound like a broken freaking record,
Nothing
What
changes.
does Nebraska exactly? What does Nebraska have to do offensively to stay in this game, man?
We've heard this. We're gonna say this every game. Establish the run first, and then make sure you got a pass game ready to counter all their adjustments. Basically,
AG, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Will we establish the rush? Will we stick with it long enough to?
Not will we? We have to. We have to for everything else to work. The gel is football, and if you don't establish the run first, it makes everything else harder. So it's just you have to. It's not going to be easy. Did I say it was going to be easy? No. I say you have to establish it, but it's going to be difficult. Why? They got a number one defensive line, some linebackers, this, that, and defensive backs that come up that support the run. So they have that all entail, but we have a job to do. Regardless of how hard that job is going to be, we got to go out there and try to initiate it. Because if we don't try to initiate it, then we just throw in the white flag early in the game, and we're not going to do that. This team is not built that way this year. So that's what they have to do. They got to establish the run first to help out Dylan and the wide receivers, open up the pass game. If not, it's going to be what we saw last week. It's going to be, we're going to get forced into mistakes, throws, runs, blitzes coming through that should not be given up, and then things of that nature. Then we don't, because we'll be sitting there watching a game that we don't want to watch as fans and as players either. They don't want to sit in the game, sitting on the sidelines where they're getting their butts kicked and they got to push through it. But you have to. It is going to make you better. Regardless of how this game goes, it's going to be a stepping block because you're going to learn a lot about yourself, the team, and everything. But you got to make sure, no matter what the stats say that ranks them number one, top 10 in the Big Ten, top 10 in college football, you got to go out there and still execute.
Right. Real quick side note before I get to you, Raff. Culligan J, appreciate the love. We saw it, brother. Appreciate the love.
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
Those guys
I
do as
appreciate
man.
it as
Definitely
well.
Appreciate the
A
love.
lot.
Big time, more than you know, brother. Raff, you think about if you're scripting this play, and I know me and you, all four of us in our group thread, we know how we feel. What are you scripting, Raff, for your first two series? What are you scripting offensively?
I think the big thing is you want to make this game go quick. So you definitely want to script the running plays to bite into that clock because you read all the statistics. Ohio State, they're good. They're really good. And Nebraska's got to find a way to keep the game close, to put that pressure on Ohio State to where they get to that. I look at it like this. If Nebraska has any chance of being in this game or winning this game, they've got to find a way to put the pressure on Ohio State to make them get worried. Like, oh my gosh, we're not beating Nebraska like Indiana did last week. What's going on? And then you start to put the pressure on them to where they start to make the mistakes because Ohio State, you realize they're coming off a loss. Yeah. So they're going to be in a bad mood, but also they're going to want to prove something to the country. And unfortunately, matching scores. We've done it before. We say do not match the scores, but Ohio State's probably wanting to put a thumping on Nebraska like Indiana did just to match, because it's going to start coming down to, those beauty points and stuff like that to get in the playoffs. So Nebraska's got to find a way to keep it and running the ball is key. I understand, one of the things that got lost in that press conference, he talked about running the ball and only gaining 1 yard, and we don't want to gain 1 yard or 0 yards. But AG will tell you, a lot of running backs and a lot of running games, you get that 1 yard to begin with, but then it comes to the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden those 1 yard runs become 5 yard runs, 6 yard runs because so you've got to be patient. That's the key. That's the huge key with running games is it don't always start out like 5 yards there, 5 yards there. AG probably go back and tell you some of his games in Green Bay. He probably had into the first quarter like 5 carries, 16 yards, something like that. Then all of a sudden the fourth quarter hit. Then he ends up 22 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns, something like that. And that's the thing with the running game. It's not always right off the bat like 5 yards. Now we can run every play. You've got to be patient with it.
It is when Ohio State runs.
Okay. And Nick, and so what? Competition is a thing where regardless of what the stats say, you still got to go out there and play ball at the end of the day. And I'm with Raff I've been in those situations, right? Where you chipping away, you got a yard here, 2 yards there, not much in the first quarter, second quarter. But then later in the game, defenses rotate. They have to. Their guys start getting tired. So it wears on the defense. So bringing them into the fact of where we can actually drain the clock with the run game. I agree with that with Raff too. If you could get in that point with them, because I remember they're coming, like Raff said, they're coming off a loss too. I meant to mention that earlier. They're coming off a loss too.
Right.
You know, they've coming off of coaching decisions that didn't quite go right for them in the last 10 seconds of the game. Right. And so that's on their mind too. So don't forget that they are in the L too. And if they lose another, they understand too. If they lose another one, it's going to be really close, really touchy to get into the college playoff at the end of the season, which they're projected to go in as one of the 12 teams.
Right.
So they also have that in their mind and playing against that. I mean, but like I said, the whole master of playing and competing is to push all that out and just focus on this game. Like I said, if we focus on what we need to do, establish that run, get the pass game going, and then influx of continued plays to make that defense adjust and be honest, then we'll have opportunity to win that game.
I'm hearing, Raff and Nick, everything you're saying. Nick, I'm going to put it back on you. I'm going to ask you this question. Will Sat stay consistent with it, or will he abandon it? And now, AG, I know what you said. You can't. We have to.
Yeah.
However, though,
that's also been like what we've talked about
when
every
you
single
look
game.
at the body of work,
Yeah.
Nick, does he stick with it?
My thing is this. I think.
Does he stick with it? Answer the question. Though I don't want to hear all this other stuff. Answer the question, Nick. Answer the question, Nick. I don't want to hear this beating around the bush stuff. Don't give me this beating around the bush stuff.
No.
What did he ask you? Ask the question. It's a one-word answer.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a tough time believing it because like this is how I view. This is what I was going to say before AG ruthless.
Okay. Thank you. But you didn't say no first. You started going down around the beating around the bushes. You said no. Now you can beat around the bushes.
I was formulating the answer.
Right.
Anyway. So here's my thing. I am concerned that he'll start out extremely conservative. Extremely. And everybody's going to be falling in line of, wow, look at Nebraska. They're running the ball. They're sticking to it. This is exactly what needs to happen. Nebraska might get a first down or so. However, if it does not result in points, and we know Nebraska's kicking situation, so I say if it does not result in a touchdown, and Ohio State jumps out to an early lead, you're going to see Nebraska panic. Nebraska, we saw it last week, where they completely abandoned it all. Nebraska has to figure out a way to have a balanced offense tomorrow, to where they are incorporating both pieces of it. I think quick, short passes. I think personnel is going to be a big deal tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Like matchups on the perimeter. There's not a lot of places where maybe from just a sheer talent level that I think that Ohio State doesn't maybe overrule Nebraska. But guys, Ohio State's secondary, Denzel Burke, has not had a great year. They've talked about benching Denzel Burke. That was the first question that Ryan Day had in his press conference this week was, what are you going to do with Denzel Burke? There's places to exploit Ohio State's defense, and there's places where Oregon did so, and a lot of that was through the passing game. However, Nebraska's not nearly as explosive on the outside as Oregon is on the perimeter. They don't have as good of perimeter blocking as Oregon does down the field either. So they're going to need to find creative ways to then open up Nebraska's opportunities in the passing game. And you do that, as we've all said extensively, and until we're blue in the face, you got to figure out a way to run the football.
Well, and there's ways in there because you saw the blueprint. Some of the blueprint is laid out to you with Oregon. What Roman did, what their run game did, what their coaches did out in Oregon, defensively, offensively. So look at that film too, and break it down to find weaknesses that you then exploit with some of your weapons that you have on our offense and on our defenses.
And so much of this, I go back and forth because they are public in that they feel like Dylan Raiola is the best player on this offense. And I would probably agree with that as well. And so you want to get the ball.
He's one of the best. He's not the best. He's one of the best.
You want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And Dylan Raiola is that guy. And if they trust Dylan Raiola more than anybody else on this offense, maybe that's more that speaks to how they feel about some of the other guys on this offense, but it also speaks to how they feel about Dylan. And so if in crunch time, when it matters most, when the bullets are flying, yeah, I guess put the ball in the hands of your 5-star quarterback. But then also, I mean, you just can't fold. You just cannot panic, and you cannot fold, because what we saw yesterday, it could have been a 14-7 ball game at half last week against Indiana, but you allow a very horrible pass coverage. You allow a 3rd and 8 conversion, and then ultimately you take, when you have just 2.5, a couple minutes of game clock left on the clock to end the first half, you allow yourself to go 3 and out on 3 straight pass plays, rather than forcing Indiana to either 1, stop the run and use timeouts, or 2, you even give them the chance to have the ball back, and they scored again.
Yep, you play to win the game. We've heard that before, right?
Absolutely.
And so what Nick, and I agree with what Nick said. In those situations, that's where, as a coaching staff, that's where you come in. You know, because then your job as the coach is not to have your team in a bad position, but you want your team in a good position to do certain things, to win that down. Sometimes it just boils down to just that one play. Like, you know what? Let's just focus on this 4th, and let's convert this before we think about anything else. Let's convert here, or let's get this first down. Let's get this 1 yard first, and then worry about the rest of what we got to do. Because when you think about the whole big picture, that's sometimes where you get overwhelmed of what the game plan is and go away from things. So that's where Sat sometimes he's going to bail on it, because he's thinking about, oh my God, if I lose this, I'm going to be this, that, and the other, talking about me on the radio, blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes just bring it down to one little bit. Let me just get this conversion, then we'll take it from here. And then I'll know what to do, because I know they got to adjust on the side, because now they're reeling, because we just made a big conversion that they knew they should have stopped us on.
Mm-hmm. Well, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk more Husker football, keys to victory, how you'd like them to come out. I know you hear keys to victory against the number 4 team in the country. Like, what are you talking about? We still do it.
Yeah, we're going to cover it. We're going to do it.
Hey. John Singleton will not be playing tomorrow because of concussion protocol. Neither will Ramir will be out tomorrow's action as well.
I think Deshaun is in.
Oh, man.
Singleton is in?
I think Deshaun
Did
is
they make that this morning?
Yeah, Deshaun will play. Ramir is out.
Ramir's out.
Oh,
Ramir's
man, I didn't know that. They got concussed. I didn't know they had concussion.
Yeah, I got concussed. So
I hope
it's
they're
good to have
okay,
Ramir in there. It would be awesome to have Singleton in there. But
It's great to have Singleton. Would have liked to have
Ramir as well.
Because
Absolutely.
Nebraska's running back room is just so solid as it is.
Wow, Nick. Wow, Nick. Yeah, yeah. You better take the headsets off. You better take those headsets off.
TJ Barthel's going to be rolling in there to have words with Nick.
Hey, where that dude swim? Ocean, what's his name, man? We'll talk to that dude, man.
Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve. Folks, we're going to talk to you in a few minutes after these few messages from our teammates. We'll be right back. It's The Drive.
What is that?
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 20th through the 26th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's most dependable side-by-side, the Mule Pro, built to take on your most demanding days. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of October. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Stop by every Saturday for their Husker tailgate with free food, drinks, and games.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze out of the north and a high around 65. Tonight, clear skies and calm winds with a low around 36. And tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day with an afternoon high around 64. I'm meteorologist Kyle Cluck from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
This October, the Bonsall Spooktacular 10 event is back with spooktacular savings all month long. Stop by anytime in October to discover incredible deals, including hot tubs as low as $5,995. That's up to 20% off MSRP. Plus, enjoy 10% off infrared and traditional saunas. Don't miss out on these hauntingly good offers. Visit Bonsall Pool and Spa today. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better at 33rd and Pioneers.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
They can hear getting jiggy with it.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, home playground.
Oh man, AG, how many tats you got, bro?
Tattoos?
Yeah,
7.
7 of them. I know you were. I don't know if you heard the first part. We were talking about tattoos. That was a pretty.
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
What's up?
it was pretty spirited. It was pretty good, man. We were talking about different tattoos and to get one or not to get one, etc. So it was pretty good.
What's the rhyme and reason? Like, you better. What was your reasons for getting your tattoos?
I wanted to make sure if I get one because I don't have any. And if
okay.
Yeah, I wanted to make something meaningful. So
actually, that's a little surprising. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any about it, man. Not at all. Well, we hope we don't get tattooed tomorrow. As far as that goes, you
got to make sure that the tattoo you get, you could roll with that for the rest of your life.
Bingo.
Another 50
you
years.
don't roll it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bingo. That's the truth. You guys, I was thinking about this game last night, obviously all week, like a lot of us have, and just as far as a few keys of victory. And I'm going to get you guys on this. I'm just going to say something. I want you guys to expound on it, if you would. Go around. Last week's done, and you don't want to lose twice mentally. And the kind of the key word I brought up with this key phrase: focus on the present, not the past.
Yep.
You guys, how crucial is that going to be for them to focus on Columbus when the first bad thing that happens? Because there's going to be adversity in every game there is.
Yeah, especially
how crucial is it going to be? Raff, I want to start with you. AG as well. Focus on the present, not the past. Raff, how crucial is it going to be for those guys to focus on effort and execution, far as tomorrow there in Columbus?
Oh, it's huge. But Nebraska's got to take that attitude tomorrow. Be the hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Be the hunter.
I love it. Love it.
I think that's the approach they need to take, because it always seems like it feels like it, that we're always the hunted. Not so much maybe because we have the team to go behind it, but it just seems like just the history behind Nebraska, we always kind of become that hunted. Well, tomorrow Nebraska has to become the hunter. Let's go out and ruin their season.
Point 2. I like that part right there, Raff. Point 2, I want to bring out another key to victory. AG, I want you to answer this one. Just expound on it. I put execute the game plan, discipline and trust in their plan, execute the assignments they practiced, and not become all of a sudden amnesia when it gets to game time. In all 3 facets of the game, offense, defense, and special teams, execute the game plan. AG, you mentioned, you alluded this earlier. That's why I'm going to do it this way instead. You alluded earlier to execution. How important is it going to be for them to execute the game plan tomorrow, regardless of what it may be?
Priority number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Priority number 1 is to execute what the coaches are putting out there, and then adjustments throughout the way. Even if you got to do adjustments on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I as a player, you're out there on the field. The coach is not out there on the field. The coaches are not getting chipped. They're not getting tackled. They're not getting pressured. They can only go off of what they see with their eyes. So as a coach, sometimes the player is going to do things on the football field where I know I did things where I just adjusted on the run. And then I tell my coach later, I say, I know I wasn't supposed to do that, but I had to, because this was about to happen if I didn't do that. If I didn't do that chip block then that DN would have got in faster on my quarterback, and I'm not going to let that happen. So be a player. Like, we know the game plan. Yeah, execute it. But when that game plan obviously is not working, make the adjustments mentally. And then as if the game goes in front of you, because you're on that field as a player, you're touching the other players around you. Hey, be like, hey, man, we got to do what we need to do to win now. The game plan, maybe not where it wants to be, we want it to be, but go out there now, and we got to just execute what's in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we trying to come out here with a win. Or we trying to come out here making this team know that they played us. So you got to send messages. And you also, like I said, you got to adjust on the run.
Mm-hmm. Real quick before the next question, Corey, good morning, brother. He says, my worry is that our O-line can't be productive enough in the first 3 quarters. Inside isn't masking the runs in a creative way at all. We'll have too many third and outs and behind the 8 ball. It won't be behind in going into the half. That is a concern of mine as well. With that being said, I want Nick, you to start off with this, but all of you guys expound on this. Max effort every play. And I think those guys, if they're honest with themselves, which they admitted, I don't even know if they got off the plane in Bloomington last week. Max effort every play. And you guys, I don't care if you make a mistake going 120 miles per hour, but have some effort. Nick, max effort every play.
I actually had this conversation with somebody yesterday talking about, I wonder if there's any concern that they get off the plane too like anxious, ready to make a play, where they make mistakes
and not be even kill.
But also, like you just said, AD, is you can weather the 15-yard penalties going, maybe the extra mile,
right?
If it means you're actually doing something
Bingo.
out there, right? It's better than just folding over. I think you're right. You look at the statistics and on paper, right? One area that I look at, once again, guys, is pressure up front. Nebraska's got to figure out a way to get in the backfield. Ohio State is 7th in the country. They've allowed just 5 sacks all season long, less than a sack allowed a game on average. And it's because they do a lot of really good things. They get the ball out quick. They have receivers that jump off the line and allows Will Howard to get rid of the ball easy, and they create separation early on in their routes. And so it's going to be a test to Nebraska's defensive back and coverage downfield, but also this is once again, like we're sitting here going, all right, the front guys that we hear so much about, we heard so much about, go assert yourself, go show some presence there. Also in the red zone, Ohio State guys, this is going to be a big game between the 20s. And what I mean by that, once Ohio State gets in the red zone, they're 100% on the season in conversions. 26 of 26 times that they've gotten inside the red zone that they have come away with points. 24 of those touchdowns, just 2 field goals inside the 20-yard line. Nebraska's got to limit the chunk plays. They got to do that. I do have a little bit of breaking news, guys. Not to. I know we're up against the clock, but a little breaking news. Nebraska has reached out to Louisville transfer defensive back Devin Neal. He's a 5th-year guy. He has 1 year of college football remaining. Pete Nakos, who's actually been on the station before of On 3, he's the recruiting expert over there, just announced that Nebraska's been in contact with Devin Neal, who is a transfer from Louisville, spent 3 years at Baylor, then Louisville, but then, Devin Neal transferred mid-season. But so it's not a thing that's not necessarily going to pay off or be given to Nebraska until late next year. But Nebraska looking to this is one of those things that we're going to talk about as the season winds down. Needs for next year. Defensive back is certainly one of them. I think offensively, you look at you're going to need to go out and get some prolific wide receivers, maybe some playmakers on the perimeter, and then maybe even a running back again, unless one of these guys can kind of assert themselves.
Nick, you mentioned, and that's good news to hear on that as far as Devin Neal. You mentioned the red zone offense. Ohio State is first in the Big Ten, first in the country at 100% at scoring the red zone. We mentioned about, like I said, one of my keys that I was thinking about last night, putting these together, is just a max effort every snap. It's going to be huge. AG and Raff, expound on it real quick if you could, the importance of max effort.
It's the reason why we play. You don't do nothing. I'm all gas, no pedal. Okay.
AG, bingo! Why go out there? Go ahead. I'm going to start going.
I mean, it's not. There's nothing much I have to add to that. I'm all gas. Like when I clicked that, I was just talking. Matter of fact, I did a stream last night. I played some Madden, and I went 4-1. Nick, just so you know, I went 4-1. That was for you. Nick. Interesting. And one of my greenies. That's my fans that watch me. They call the greenies. They call the greenies. And he brought up a fact that he said he played football when he was in high school. He was an offensive lineman. He played center. And he said, man, my teammates would tell me, man, when I put my helmet on, I was a different guy. I said, I was too. I said, you are. When you play football, when you a boxer, you play rugby, you play any physical sport, you got to go to somewhere else to be that player because it's a physical sport. Because you're going to do things, you're going to experience things that most people don't want to do.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to take a hit. They like to give hits. They want to hit a home run. They want to hit the knockout punch, but you don't want to be that person that gets punched.
Right.
But when you learn how to get punched and then fire right back, that's the person you want on your squad.
Right.
That's the team that you want. That's the players you want. You know what? We got punched in our gut last week in Bloomington. We got laid out. But who's gonna get up first swinging? That's what I want to know. And it starts with the whoever gets the ball first. Defense is up first. Offense, special teams on the field first. Who's gonna blow somebody? Well, you can't really blow the way things are this year. But who's gonna do something? Right? Do something, make a play.
Absolutely.
Within reason. Of the field.
Exactly.
With all the rule changes, because my mentality is like thinking when I played, and it's not like when I played is different. So.
Yeah, but the intent should still be the same. To your point,
exactly.
Same. Raff, max effort. Me and you talked about this ad nauseum last week. It just seemed like they were walking in their sleep, basically. Raff, what do you say on the max effort, real quick, my man?
That they control everything. If they don't, like
here.
you had Isaac Gifford get up there and say, we got our butts kicked. Okay, well, it's 11 on it. Last time I looked, it's 11 on 11. They're all playing Division I football. You don't have to win every battle, but football's a one-on-one game. When it comes down to it, 1 versus 1. So win more battles than the other guy, and you change that narrative. And if Nebraska wants a narrative changed, go out and do it.
Yes.
Go out and do it.
Yes.
Not revert back to, well, those past teams were once more talented than who cares about past teams? Who cares about it's your team. Go out, take that pride, take that initiative, win more battles than the other guy, and things will go good.
Eric said Ahman Balboa.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
and I love it. AG, it's just
we're up against the clock.
Up against the clock.
Oh yeah, we gotta go.
That is the truth of the reality. It's got to be that way. And AG, right? Here's my last point I'm going to share before we get to RGT. Play for each other.
There you go.
Play for each other. I mean, that's what it's got to be. Play for yourself. Play for the guy next to you. Play for your coaches. Play for the guy that was before you and after you. Play for the state of Nebraska. And think about it. If you don't have a desire to play, get off the team. Show up.
He's gonna be playing football there.
Show up and take care of business. Because against Bloomington, after the second half, I looked like, are you freaking kidding me? That's the best effort? That's the best effort?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And the thing about it, they're capable. If they weren't capable, I would have no problems with it. But they are capable of doing it.
Yeah, we got 5 wins.
They're capable of doing it, but you know what? It comes down to want to. And that's on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
First, it's on those second players, 1B, if you would. Because you know what? The coaches can coach their tail off. At the end of the day, just like you said, Coach Osborne could tell us all we want. We can say the team prayer all we want. At the end of the day, it's going out and executing and doing it with maximum effort. If you make the mistake, have a short memory and keep going on it. Oh, my goodness. Raff, what do you got for the RGT, my man?
No, we're doing it now. Are we going to break or this?
No, we're up against we're going to end the show here in this segment.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to my friend Ebony Just. She passed away a couple days ago. So I did not divulge the name yesterday, but we just wanted to make sure all of our family members and everybody heard the news before the whole internet thing. But Ebony was such an amazing person. She was the first Black woman to be a Scarlet Dancer for the University of Nebraska. So she was a trailblazer in that sense. The best laugh that you are ever going to hear in your life. And one of the things I've been thinking about a ton is she didn't have any enemies. Everybody loved Ebony. Ebony was that person. She brought people together. Just one of the kindest, coolest people that I've met. Ebony, you're going to be missed so much. To all of her friends and family, I send all my thoughts, all my prayers. Just a great person. I treasure that we had, so many moments together in college where just some great nights. We had a really cool bunch of friends that we hung out with, and it was just cool. So Ebony, rest in peace. You're loved by so many, and you are Raff's Good Take.
Raffy, my thoughts and prayers go to you as well as a friend of hers and then many others. My neighbor, in fact, Shamina, we're very good friends with her as well. But just prayers for their entire family. Prayers for you guys' entire friend group with that, Raff, because that is way too young at, 46 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, way too young. My thoughts and prayers go out to them. The 80 attitude adjustment and Cubsker, I appreciate it, man. I'm passionate about competition. And so what I want to say is this, as far as the 80 attitude adjustment is today, and it kind of pertains to tomorrow. And I want you guys to throw your scores out there real quick, too. I mean, I have no idea what score I'm going to say, but I'm going to say this. If you make a mistake, correct it. If it's the same mistake, it's a behavior. If you keep making the same mistakes, behavior. Nebraska, change your behavior. Change the mistakes. Not a behavior. It doesn't have to be. Come out tomorrow and leave it all on the field. All right? Correct the mistakes. Make sure it's not a behavior. A mistake that's made over and over again is not a mistake. It's a behavior. If that's not who you are, go out and prove it. That's in life. That's in sports. If that's not who you are, go and prove it. And I'm telling you from personal experience, the past year and a half, my counselor, I just say, that's not who I am. I'm dealing with grief and anger. He goes, AD, then change the behavior. That's not who you are, then change the behavior. You put it that way in football, you can put it that way in life as well. AG, what's your score for tomorrow? If you care to give one. You don't have to, but if you care to give one.
Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about winning.
There we go. We just gonna win.
We just gonna win.
Just want to win.
Whatever. I don't care. It's 10-3. I'll say that. I just told there's something out there.
What about you, Raffy?
Man, I don't have a score, but what I will say is don't leave Nick, I see you, and I'm not a fan of you right now. I see you doing that.
Well, I just didn't know what you were saying. AG looked the same way. Why is that
No,
me?
it's you, Nick. It's you. It's you.
Go ahead, Raff.
Just don't have that empty feeling of last week when the game was over and feeling like, did we really give everything we had? Just leave something out there on the field tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Play with that intensity that Nick brings when he gets those nasty comments towards me.
Oh,
Nick,
man.
what about you, man?
I don't want to give
mine.
my score.
Okay. I'm going to say this. I'm not giving a score because I have no idea, but I'm going to say this. In 1993, when we got cheated by Florida State, and yes, we did get cheated in that game, there was not very many dry eyes in that locker room.
That was cheating.
And we left it all on the field. Everything we had out there. I mean, everything. Me getting beat up all week, my teammates getting beat up all week, and we went down there, the hot sun. We heard about, all we kept hearing about was, Florida State, Charlie Ward, Tamarick Vanover, all those guys, Ward Dunn. We kept hearing that. And we punched those guys in the mouth repeatedly, and it was taken from us. But the thing I remember, and this is what started the run, we said we will never feel that way again. I hope Nebraska, those young men said we never want to feel that way again by getting boat raced by 49 freaking points.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I don't want to feel that way again. And if you don't want to feel that way again, then don't play that way again. Play football. Raff, take us home. I feel like punching somebody, Nick.
Too bad Raff's not here.
Terrell, you know that feeling.
Too bad Raff's not here.
Yeah, I heard that, Nick. I'm coming back to Lincoln for you, Nick. Head on a swivel, Nick. Pull up, Nick.
Just hit it.
Pull up, Nick.
Take us home, Raff.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. Be nice to each other. Hug the ones you love. Heck, hug everyone. Go Big Red.
Oh, my goodness. I love it.